Get ready with a girl who's not a morning person. I think the city is slowly but surely poisoning me. This past weekend, my daughter, myself, her friend, and her mother took a trip up to the mountains in Idyllwild. At first, I genuinely did not want to go. I felt like I had projects to work on and I just had things to do in town. So I wasn't really looking forward to going. I'm so glad I convinced myself to go. And it was an experience. And not that I haven't felt this experience before, this feeling. The last time I felt this was traveling to New Zealand. It's the moment of just clarity. You're breathing fresh air. You're not surrounded by the constant buzz that the city makes. You don't hear cars zooming through the streets and loud cars and loud motorcycles. It was calm, it was quiet, and it was something that I genuinely needed. It made me realize that I need this multiple times a month. This past weekend, there was no phones, wasn't on my phone that often. I wasn't on TikTok. We were walking through what I perceived as their downtown area. And I'm walking with my daughter, and she goes, "Mom, you look happy." My daughter has never said that to me before. She's a 17-year-old teenager, but she's very observant like her mother. And she saw how genuinely happy I was. I didn't see a difference, but she saw it. I was smiling more. My daughter's friend's mom, I guess she has a friend up there, so she brought her friend, or she didn't bring her friend. Her friend lives up there, so she came over and sat with us for a few hours, and we just talked as women. I love being around women, having functional, mature, amazing conversations. I definitely want more of that. Coming back to town made me realize that the air is thick and the air stinks. Stinks. It smells like exhaust, smells like cars, smells like people's homes, skin, and just doesn't smell fresh. It doesn't smell like it did in the mountains. I genuinely feel like I have to get out of here. It is what? Thursday? My mind hasn't been able to let go of Idyllwild. And I don't necessarily think it's Idyllwild itself, because I felt the same feeling going to Joshua Tree, going to parts of Big Bear. It was quiet, relaxing, the air crisp. You forget that living in the city sometimes. When you're grinding, you're working, you're going to school, you're taking care of the kids. I will never forget that. She said my daughter said the last time I looked this happy, we were in New Zealand and we had went to the Lord of the Rings movie set, Hobbiton. I was genuinely happy there because as a Lord of the Rings fan, I was totally on board. I was a kid in the candy store. But this time I was able to relax. I was able to just listen to my thoughts. I feel like the city makes people angry. The city makes people on edge. I didn't feel pain, physical pain. Sometimes my back hurts or I have an ache. But when I was in the mountains, I felt nothing. It's almost as if like the stress I had just stayed here in town. And when I left the mountain to come back here, I put it back on. My anxiety, my stress, the poison. My daughter graduates May of next year, 2026. It seems like I'm gonna have to push up my retirement date to now more than later, because every day I'm going to work, paying bills, and on this endless cycle. I feel like I'm going more crazy. But going up to that mountain made me realize that I'm not crazy. It's the city. Living in the city makes me crazy. To be in a space where you're able to think, when you're able to function. Anyways, I will get back to that. And here's the finished look.